Hey, what's up, everybody? And this is gonna be a quick video. I don't know when this will be uploaded. Having some problems with computer right now, but I wanted to speak on this real quick. Given it's been going around the news and whatnot, I'm probably late on it anyways. But I'm still doing this on Thursday because Thursday, December the 9th. Word that Jeff Hardy has been released from the WWE. Um, and I heard that about this morning from a friend. I think it was my co-host and other people. And at first, I was like, "Really? He got released?" And I looked it up, and it looked like it was true. He had told me he got it from Fightful.com. But yeah, Jeff Hardy being released though, um, it's unfortunate, honestly, and sad at the same time. I'm sure this is because of the entire video that came out, you know, over last weekend and whatnot of him at the live event. And I saw the video, okay, and I wasn't really sure what to think about it at first because apparently he was moving slow, and it's like he just fell out of the ring and whatnot. And I'm just saying, like, my first intention thought was, what was he on? And I hate thinking that way. I don't like being at the first thing, but just past is very well documented and stuff. So, it wouldn't surprise me if he was on something, but then maybe he could be injured, maybe he could have a concussion. I don't know what was going on, but then I saw more video, and it's from other fans' perspective, like he just rolls out of the ring. I'm thinking something's wrong, but then he just walks over to the fans and start taking pictures and just shaking hands and whatnot, like nothing happened. It's either that or he's holding his composure. I don't know. But because of that whole thing, they said that Jeff Hardy had a rough night and he was taking off the rest of that tour and whatnot during the time. So people wonder what was really going on with Jeff Hardy. I don't know what was going on with Jeff Hardy. I just thought it was I did think it was kind of strange, but maybe he's really hurt then. I'm not sure. But now, given the information I've heard about him being released, that is true. But they said that the WWE offered him to go to rehab, and he didn't take it. He rejected it, so they just let him go from there. And I know this was reported at first. It's not like I don't think the WWE have commented anything on it yet, or even Jeff himself during the time being. But I'm like, "Oh, you rejected it." Yeah, I was like, "That's not really a good sign." And I guess they let him go because they probably look at him as a liability. Then after that, and I look at this whole thing, and like I said, I look at Jeff's past and whatnot. It's unfortunate what happened, and especially given he was just on like what Stone Cold's podcast about a little over a week ago, and he's talking about I guess probably go for the world title and saying he can not fuck up again, and he knows he's addressed his past many times, even on Austin's podcast. But now it's that now we're hearing about that you being let go, which he most likely he was probably on something. I don't know what he was on, if that's the case or whatnot. But if we haven't really heard anything about injury at this point and anybody reporting an injury and now you're rejecting rehab, well, you kind of just follow the clues. You kind of figure out what's really going on then and stuff. So that kind of just gives you the conclusion and whatnot. And this is like what the third time Jeff has been released from the company because of this again. Because I can go all the way back to what was like 03, 04. They let him go, and then they let him go in '09. I remember, cause yeah, he was like this when he had his world title run. I remember when he left in 2009, and what he came back to the company in 2017 after TNA and whatnot, and now here we are. So this is the third time on his release, and it does suck. It's disappointing and whatnot. Um, with Jeff. So yeah, I guess, a lot of people would say he just needs to get the help he needs, and that's really true. All of it is like he really does need to get the help he needs right now. Okay, because like I said, I've just seen reports. And I don't believe the part about oh, he did it on purpose to get fired so he can go to AEW. I'm like, come on now, dude. Really? Like, I don't think that was ever really part of it. But man, looking at Jeff Hardy, man. I don't know. Sometime like, listen, I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan. Always have been. That's like my top 5 right there. Okay, I can go all the way back when I even first started watching wrestling in the Attitude Era. Out of all the old tables, ladders, and chairs matches and stuff, I always was on the Hardy side most of the time because I just love just the whole jumping off of ladders thing and whatnot. I always thought that was the coolest thing. Still is, uh, but still though, I like I said, being a Jeff Hardy fan and whatnot, like it does suck. It really does, and you know, how what can I really say about all this? Okay, all I can really just say is this guy just needs to get the help he needs. Okay, like desperately needs to get the help he needs, and he probably doesn't want to address it online right now, which is understandable. That's his business and everything, but um, still though, it just kind of makes you wonder what's going on, and it does suck that he got released, but this is probably maybe the better outcome because he can't be trusted. He cannot be trusted, and come on, like who's really gonna trust him right now? Because a lot of people say, well, since he's released, what other company will he go to? Or some are gonna say, oh, he's probably going to AEW next. I'm like, I think wrestling's beyond this at this point. Okay, like this guy just needs some serious help. He does not need to be thinking about wrestling right now. When he gets his shit together, maybe he can come back then. Okay, like Jeff still got it. He can go, but he cannot be trusted. Because come on, what other company would really trust Jeff Hardy in this state? And we've seen Jeff Hardy at his worst. Okay, we can go back all the way to the whole Sting match at Victory Road in 2011 and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, Jeff has kind of brought up in the past few years too. Ever since coming back to the WWE, we've heard stories about alcohol and what passing out on stairs. And listen, I was no fan of the whole storyline they did with Sheamus about a year ago. Going at his real life problems, but we know it happened and stuff. But I wasn't really a big fan of it and everything. But it's like I said, like he just can't be trusted right now. Like, what company will really hire him right now in this state? Come on, AEW wouldn't even hire him right now until he gets his shit together, okay? Because he's now becoming a liability and whatnot. Like, come on, he's not gonna go to Impact again. He's not going to Ring of Honor. They only got like one show left this Saturday until whenever. NWA, I don't see that happening. New Japan, I just don't see him going anywhere right now. Okay, because right now this guy just needs to really get his shit together. Okay, he really really does, because addiction is hard, and hopefully somehow, some way, any way he can beat this and whatnot but still though, this is just sometimes it's kind of ridiculous and whatnot. I see a lot of people say, Jeff should become the world champion again. And yeah, I would love if he became world champion again. I'm sure people want to see a few Roman and would love that. But here's the thing: Jeff can't be trusted with the ball. Okay, you give Jeff the ball, then what? Yeah, and I've read the little article about what Triple H didn't want to put him over back then. Like, when he won a title at Armageddon '08 and whatnot. I think they said Stephanie involved, but Vince wanted to put the title on him, and they did. And listen, Jeff's title runs probably would have been a little bit longer back then in the WWE and whatnot. Okay, but unfortunately, his demons got the best of him, and that's what ended up going to his release back then. Around '08, '09 and whatnot, and why his title runs weren't really that long. Okay, so um. and stuff, but still, I know we want to see him become the world champion again, but he can't be trusted with the ball. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, he can't be trusted right now. So, it sucks what happened and stuff. But man, I don't really know. Like everyone has said, this guy just needs to go get some help. That's it. And then again, rejecting it from the company is a pretty bad sign. At the same time, too, when you don't even want it, because only he can make that decision. I'm sure he has the support, of his family and Matt and whoever else is in his family or whatever close personal friends and whatnot, but only he can really make that decision to go get the help he needs and stuff. So at this point, this is just beyond wrestling at this point, okay? This guy just needs to go do something to get better, okay? Because it's like if they put him out on the ring right now, and this guy's fucked up on something, and someone wonder, like, either he kills someone or he gets killed in the process, especially if he comes out fucked up and whatnot. And maybe it's gonna be more to the story, okay? Like, we know he's released now, but maybe he comes out and say something. Maybe it's gonna be something different about this. Maybe there's a different reason or meaning behind this. I don't know. I'm sure more information will probably come out in coming days and whatnot. But I just kind of look at it like this guy was just getting over again. Fans were Jeff was heavily over still right now on TV and on SmackDown and whatnot. It looked like it pushed, looked like it was coming and whatnot. I can go back, the whole thing was a few weeks ago, Survivor Series, and people were going nuts and wanting him to win at Survivor Series, and what he brought No More Words back, and all this, and now this happened. So unless it's a different story or something, I don't know. But I just kind of looked and waited, and now that it's come to this, I don't know. Like I said, it's just the guy just probably had to be on something or do something. I don't know what, but if no injury was ever reported at this point, you kind of put two and two together, and you kind of figure out what's going on. And he's being sent home throughout the rest of the whole tour. You just, like I said earlier, you look at the clues and stuff, and just look what's being out there. It kind of gives you a conclusion of what's going on. Okay, so it's like I say, it's an unfortunate, sad situation at the same time. Because like I'll say this: when I first read it, I was like, "God damn it, Jeff! Just God damn it, dude! Not again, again!" And yeah, I think I was more. Next, I was more disappointed and whatnot, and still a little bit pissed off just kind of hearing about that again. Okay, but hey, man, the guy's got to do what he can to fight his demons. I hope he beats his demons, but obviously he's just not there yet. So until then, I think, like I said, like I said earlier, I think Jeff should just take off for a while, and when he gets his shit together, he can come back to wrestling and whatnot when he's better and gets everything together and whatnot, then come back. Right now, like I said, this is beyond wrestling, because this is now to the point I ain't trying to hear no story of a tragedy that this guy ends up dying because of some overdose or anything. Okay, even has to do with alcohol, all that stuff. I ain't trying to read that in the near future. So hopefully, Jeff gets the help he needs. So I just want to say something on that, because I just want to say something about it. All right, it's been a big thing. Everybody's been talking about. We talk about releases all the time and stuff, especially how it has been in WWE lately. But this is different. This is very, very different. Okay, so I just wanted to take the time to talk about that real quick. But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out here. See you guys then. Peace.